we've just arrived in our beautiful little cabin down here at 5 acres, and it's basically just on Phillip Island but a little bit further towards the edge of the coastline, so that's really nice. And they've given us a cute little bottle of gin and some tonic in the fridge to have, so thought I'd just give you a really quick tour. It's actually roasting hot at the moment, so we're just about to go out and do a walk to make the most of the rest of the sunshine for today. There's also a really cute yak out the back of our property because it's actually a farm, so I might try and get some footage of him and go and say hello. But I've just popped on some activewear and we're going to go for a short drive to find this nice lookout. Just made up a bit of a platter for dinner with all of the bits and pieces I got at Woolies, and it looks pretty bloody good if you ask me. There's lots of different stuff on here, so this is going to be our dinner with a little bit of a gin and tonic.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder.
This is what I've made Jazz and I for breakfast. It was a little bit of an interesting one because they don't have a cooktop, so I made the scrambled eggs in the microwave, but we've got some muesli and Greek yogurt, there's the scrambled eggs, got avo on toast, a little bit of juice and some coffee, which looks absolutely amazing. I've just finished getting ready and now we're going to head out and go and find a coffee somewhere, so we'll probably just take our laptops and do a little bit of reading and work. But I've looked up two. There's one called Waterboy and then there was another one ironically called G'day Mate. So that was in Cowes, but I'm not quite sure where we'll head. I'll film a couple of clips if I can. But how beautiful is this bathroom? It was so nice to do my makeup in here this morning. It's got the most incredible skylight here above the shower where you get a really beautiful view of the sky outside, but it also just means the whole space is lit so well. I wish this was my bathroom at home.
surf.
He's amazing.
What a great wave. Oh, that was a great wave. He had the best time, that guy. He did it all for that, really.
Yeah. We're just checking out now. It's been the nicest day. I would definitely recommend these cabins. The view was incredible. And now we're going to go and get some brunch at a place called The Store and then head back to Melbourne. We just got home now, so it's time to do the very unfun part, that is packing and a couple of loads of washing to reset my entire home. I also need to go and do some groceries, so I've got something in the fridge for dinner tonight. Jazz has just gone back to his place, so now I'm just going to unpack this whole bag, and then I've booked myself in for a cardio class at the gym. Happy Saturday, everyone. I did the gym class when I got home yesterday. Much to my dislike, it was a hardcore cardio class. Like, I literally almost threw up in that class, and that's never happened to me at the gym before. But I don't know if it was a combination of having eaten food before training, because that's why I always train in the morning on an empty stomach, but it just got me. It was literally 6 rounds of different things, like the ski erg and the attack bike and all sorts of stuff, and it was full on. So yeah, I got home after that, and I was going to do a little bit of a follow-up, and I was just way too spent, so I made a really quick little dinner and went to bed pretty early. But I thought I would catch up with you guys and do a little bit of sit down today, because I know most of that vlog was just me showing clips, and that's just because I was trying to be really present in the experience. So I didn't want to kind of be vlogging the entire time, when the whole point was a bit of R&R for Jazz and I, and also just to like reset and get out of the city. And I honestly have to say, my mood and just like general feeling of calmness is 10 out of 10 today. I actually didn't realize how much I needed that little escape, and I'm definitely going to be booking little weekends more often, especially if I can find like affordable options. Obviously where we stayed was a beautiful luxury option, so it certainly wasn't the cheapest. I think it was about $1,000 for the 2 nights. So of course, if you're a couple looking for a special stay, that is definitely a fantastic option. On the property they had 3 cabins, and I have to say, in my personal opinion, and you guys know that I'm very picky, because being a designer, the difficult thing is I'm really into aesthetics. So I kind of like to stay at places that are really well designed. And of course, if they're well designed, the price is going to be up here. But for Jazz, he also really appreciates staying somewhere that's just really comfortable and really beautiful. And at the end of the day, it is kind of better than what we have at home, because that's sort of the whole point of going away. But I know there are a bunch of other places down there too. And I was so impressed with Phillip Island. I was literally saying the entire time, I just want to buy a place down there so badly. I would love to have a little bit of a farm property and maybe just rent it out as an Airbnb when I'm not there. But I love that part of the world. It was absolutely phenomenal. Both of the walks we did, both the Nobbies, which was the first day one, that's more just like a little wooden walking track, and Cape Woolmai was breathtaking. Like, the views were absolutely fantastic. We went at sunset each day, because that's kind of like my favorite time to go, because you can do all you got to do for the day, and then you're feeling a bit like, I want to get some movement in. So the Nobbies walk was quite short. I think it was only like 20 minutes max. So it wasn't really like exercise. It was more like a scenic sort of lookout. But sorry, my camera cut off because the card is very full. I need to grab all of the files off of everything I've done so I can make a little bit more space. But I was saying the Cape Woolmai walk really reminded me of Byron Bay, and it was absolutely gorgeous. We were the only people down there doing it aside from the surfers in the ocean. So we had the entire walking track to ourselves, which yet again is such a perk of going midweek. And it kind of means now on the weekend I can catch up on a little bit of work. So I do understand the privilege that comes with now working for myself, because previously it would have been quite difficult to try and organize leave from work, like annual leave midweek. I don't know. I feel like the boss wouldn't be particularly fond of that just due to the fact that you've got a lot of tasks to do towards the end of the week. But I'm taking advantage of it because I've pretty much been working 24/7 setting up things for my new business, and I have actually sent off a couple of quotes this week, which is really exciting because I think there'll be some projects rolling in pretty soon, and that just makes me really happy because I have been working on a number of small things just through like local referrals, but I'd really just love to get some more house projects on the go. So I also set up an open day next Thursday, which is May 4th. So you can actually head over to my website if you know someone that needs an architect or an interior designer, or they just want a bit of design advice. So I'm doing half-an-hour sessions all day that day online with like Zoom, so it can be anywhere in Australia. And yeah, I just thought I would mention that because it is a free event and it's just me doing a bit of an open day with the studio, but I had been prepping a lot of stuff for that, so that's why I took my laptop. So whenever we were sitting at a cafe, I'd kind of been working on some of the setup for the event. So all in all, it was honestly just the most incredible midweek escape. But even if you were to go on a weekend, I would absolutely recommend it. Only 2 hours from pretty much anywhere in Melbourne, maybe less if you kind of live over that way, but it was just the most beautiful, beautiful week. And yeah, I just loved it. So if you're kind of looking for somewhere to go, or even when you're coming down and visiting Melbourne, I would definitely not rule out Phillip Island because it was absolutely stunning. So thanks for joining me and coming along on the vlog. I hope you enjoyed seeing a couple of little clips and things from the holiday, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye.